Hi, my name is Melanie Green, and I'm on my way to the LPGA Tour. Feels great. I think it's the feeling that everybody wants out here at this point in the season, so can't complain, that's for sure. I think my dad ruined it a little bit, only because he's a big numbers guy, so he'd kind of been telling me, you know, you need just like a little bit more, and then once we got to the point about last week, maybe a week prior, he was like, all right, we can breathe a little bit more, you know, but it still doesn't take away the fact that, you know, Mr. Brothers is coming up to you and being like, hey, you know, it was great to have you here, but, you know, you'll be on to the LPGA next year. So it was great. It was awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, you know, the start that really every rookie wants, right? You know, I feel very blessed and fortunate, and, you know, just to be a part of this journey is pretty surreal. I mean, just to call yourself a professional golfer is like, great, you don't work for a living basically, you know? So I feel very blessed, and I'm excited for all that has to follow, really. Leo, what can I say about Leo? To be honest with you, we, over the last, I guess this is what, the 6th week, 7th week, 8th week now. And really each week we've just been thinking about how blessed it is just to have each other just for the summer, right? Like, we don't know how many summers, but, you know, when she's gonna get a job and, you know, go out into the big girl world, right? Not gonna spend this much time together. So we're just super grateful that we get to be able to spend this time together. It's not very common where best friends get to spend summers together and more or less on a golf course, right? So yeah, no, we're just super fortunate, and really just all thanks to God and letting it just happen this naturally, and really we couldn't have drawn it up any better, really. When I made my debut, it was looking a little further than I would have liked it to, but yeah, I mean, obviously going through Q school and missing it just by a little bit, you know, the normal human frustrations of like, dang, I was so close, you know, but you know, the more I was out here, the more I was like, you know what, this is good for me. The Epson Tour is a phenomenal stepping stone into the next stage of your career, right? So I think to look at it from more of a perspective of this was super important for my learning aspect of it. So, you know, to go back to the question, no, I didn't think it was going to happen this fast. Yes, but yeah, everybody wants to have a phenomenal LPGA career, but to have a phenomenal Epson career as well is great, I guess, to take with you to the next step. At this very moment, probably like the opportunities out there, right? But I think from a very probably foundational level, honestly, I get to play golf and I get to play against the best in the world, and that's what's going to be the most fun. You know, Monday through Thursday out here is very much like, okay, learning, blah, 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 but the real fun is when, you know, you get your official scorecard and you got to hand it in at the end of the day. And that's the fun part. Just competing and especially being out here with friends, right? With my best friend on the bag, right? Like it makes it even more surreal, right? But I think, you know, Thursday through Sunday is going to be even more, yay. Well, I will say the Asia swing is kind of what I'm nervous about, that's for sure. The first few weeks out there, obviously you go to the other side of the world, and I've never been over on the Asia side of the world, right? Not that it won't be fun, but definitely language barrier is going to be something that I'm a little concerned about. But other than that, it should be really fun. I guess probably excitement level, probably just the Florida swing, just because it's close and I'll be able to have some of my not blood relatives come out, and some of the family that I've created at USF, they'll be able to come out and support. So that'll be fun, just because they've seen me from the college level, and then, well, they'll be able to get to see me at the top level too. So that'll be fun. Does this look like I have chest hair?
You can't see it. You're fine.
Okay, great.